Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I made this. This is a portable laptop stand that is adjustable in height to help you do your work a little more comfortably, and there will be plans available. So let's dive in. So a little overview on this thing right here. I've developed this over the past few weeks. Something I'm really trying to do is use the CNC to develop products and develop files that will help not only myself, but maybe help you as well. So I'm gonna tell you, I've made quite a few prototypes of this, and I'm gonna give you an example. I gave this to my 14-year-old, and he was pretty shocked at how much more comfortable his hands were while he was gaming. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see it actually work in a real life setting with a teenager, for sure. And I know it works for me because when I I have a sit-stand desk over there. I adjust this thing quite a bit depending on if I want to stand or sit. It's pretty nice. So it's all made from 3/4 inch plywood. You can make this from whatever you want, but if you are doing this digitally and you're gonna cut this out and you do download the plans, thank you for that as well. The thickness of this material is 0.70 of an inch, okay? So that is the file that I used. Again, you're gonna probably download the SVG. You can adjust it how you want. However, it does work plug and play, okay, with 3/4 inch plywood. So without further ado, let's get in here and I'll show you how I did it. So this is a digital file made in Vectrix VCarve. When you go to my Etsy store, you're gonna find 3 different files. You're gonna find the actual VCarve Pro file, you're gonna find an SVG, and you're gonna get a PDF as well. You're gonna notice here, if you're familiar with the CNC, there are no tabs involved. One, it makes it easier for a laser to cut this out if you do have a strong enough laser to cut through 3/4 of an inch plywood, but also I recommend using a 1/8 inch downcut bit, which piles a bunch of dust in between all those cracks, which really allows for no tabs. The dust acts as clamps holding the pieces in. You do have a little bit of cleanup left over, but that's okay. No tabs, definitely worth it. So here are all the parts included in this file, and it goes together just like this. So this laptop stand is comprised of 3 different parts. We're gonna build the first one here. The 2 vertical pieces are then joined together by the 2 horizontal pieces. I have a series of 2 shorter horizontal pieces, and those go just like this. I do recommend using CA glue or wood glue in the final construction, but for demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna compress these in. This is the medium-sized piece, which is basically gonna hold the laptop. You see those little tabs by my thumbs. The laptop's gonna rest on that. And then this is the base as well. We're gonna attach all these stretches across, giving it kind of a ladder effect. And I got a lot of inspiration to do this from beach chairs or lawn chairs that are adjustable in terms of how far back you wanna sit. Once you get it all put together, I do recommend doing this as well. Now, I don't include hardware. Of course, this is a digital file, but I'm gonna show you the method that I like. I'm going to countersink holes in various places here on where the pieces are going to be joined together. I'm going to drill these countersinks down, and they're going to accept basic wood screws. Yeah, you can use bolts, you can use brass rods, whatever you want. And again, I'm going to show you here that I'm actually going to put this together with some CA glue. It is a better practice for sure to make sure that I show you this part too, because a little dab will do you. Compress everything in, and then of course some activator. You can also use blue tape and wood glue, whatever you want. And honestly, this joint, the tolerances are so strong that you could just use wood glue and let it sit for a while and be fine with no clamps. Now back to what I was saying earlier where I countersunk some of these holes. I'm using standard 1.25 inch wood screws, and they just go in just like this. I do recommend you put these in by hand. I wouldn't start putting these in with an impact driver, as you might just blow through it, and that wouldn't be good. So I'm going to attach the piece we just joined together to the base at the front. I'm going to use some clamps here just to kind of reassure that everything is going to line up. And this part is designed where everything folds up and lays flat as well. So you can see here I've got it all clamped up, and again, I'm screwing it in by hand. And like I said before, you can use any type of method of joining these together, whether it's a threaded rod with a nut on each end, whatever you want. I like the look of this. The countersink gives a nice clean profile. And here it is. Pretty simple. Let me show you how it works. So here it is in the flat position, and I'll show you just how this thing works. It pivots in the front, and you can move the adjustment arm to the farthest up position to have your laptop sit the furthest up, of course. And as you can see, it goes back ever so slightly every time you make an adjustment, just like a beach chair. Come to find out, I did not think this would be as handy as it is. And quite frankly, I use this all the time now. And I adjust it quite a bit depending on if I'm sitting or if I'm standing. And of course, this thing is very lightweight. When you're finished using it, it flat packs for easy storage and it's very easy to transport. So like I said before, this project is downloadable. It is available on a website down below. Click the link, it'll take you right there. Also, I will say, if you have a laser that's powerful enough to cut through 3/4 inch material, this SVG file is CNC and laser ready if it has the capability. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I really appreciate you joining me for this one. As I'm starting to do more things in this shop where when I have the time, I like to develop some types of products. You may have seen them on Instagram a little bit. More coming in that regard for sure, so stay tuned. If you liked it, hope you have earned your subscription, and you guys have a wonderful day. Again, files are down below. I would love it if you check it out. Thanks again. Have a good one.